Disclaimer, listen real fucking close. Just because I'm gonna be ranting about progressives and fucking, the conservatives doesn't mean I hate all conservatives and progressives. This video is mostly to talk about the extremists, so if you're a progressive or a conservative, don't worry, I don't hate you or whatever. Now let's get this shit show started. So the other day I was sitting down and somebody asked me, "Hey dude, are you left wing or right wing?" And I replied by saying, "Neither. The whole goddamn plane is crashing anyway." Let me elaborate. I'd be more okay with feminists and men's rights activists if they solved problems other than what benefits them the most. In other words, I want everyone to take some fucking initiative and solve problems that need to be solved instead of what benefits them the most and getting everybody to pander to them like what feminists do, or in the freaking conservative side where they just bitch and complain about, "Oh, God's gonna save America. Is that a stoner? Burn him in hell." So, in other words, conservatives just expect everyone to run on faith-based systems mostly, and if not, then they expect everyone to be a housewife or a breadwinner for a fucking family with annoying kids. Like, it's okay if you and your fucking wife or whatever want to have traditional gender roles in your fucking relationship, but that doesn't mean you should force everyone else to do the same. And on the flip side, feminists shouldn't bitch and complain about other women who disagree with them and say that they have internalized misogyny just because they disagree with them. That's really stupid because basically what you're saying is, "Oh, these women are so dumb that they need somebody to tell them what to do like a little fucking commander. Ugh." Also, I'm very aware that there's some women's rights issues that need to be solved, but the pay gap is not one of them. It's been debunked so many fucking times. I'm just gonna throw up a bunch of fucking shit on screen just so you get the point of how fake it is. In other words, this stupid feminist myth has been debunked more times than the earth being flat. And if you still don't believe me, go Google right now, fucking wage gap debunked, and don't cherry pick either and see like one feminist saying, "Oh yeah, I don't think this is real," with absolutely no evidence and then call it a day. No, actually look at the facts, actually look at all the studies debunking it, and if you don't want to, then I can't help you because you're too ignorant to understand it. Don't you think it's bloody convenient that feminists every single time somebody mentions, "Oh yeah, what about this? Are you just gonna ignore this?" I love how every single time they're like, "Oh, I didn't bring a list of feminist organizations, and oh, this is just fake. It's written by some high schooler on math," or something dumb like that. "Oh, this Harvard student's just jaded. He's just a woman hater. In other words, if you're unwilling to take into account how the other side sees everything, then you're probably wrong. And especially if you say educate yourself. Like, even Trump supporters, you kind of have to do that same thing with them. Like, I know I'm gonna get some redneck in the comments saying, "Oh, how dare you insult my orange jeebus." But here's the thing. I don't care about you and fuck you. Anyway, so even with Trump supporters, even though they have a really stupid opinion, in my opinion, because Donald Trump's fucking over the environment and shit, and he really did not help, you still have to understand, hey, maybe these people are Trump supporters because the leftists are so fucking insane that it's that or being a crazy leftist who wants to kill all the straight white men. And chances are they could be a straight white man because a lot of people are straight white men in America. So basically, they just have to support Trump or they get shot up by a fucking leftist. Also, I hate how they always pretend, oh, sexual harassment's exclusive to women. No, I've been harassed by women a lot. Like, literally them flashing and shit. And the teachers did not care. So, basically, I got harassed a bunch. But, you don't see me complaining and getting all self-righteous about that. You know why? Because just because you went through one shitty experience doesn't mean everyone has to bend over and take your fucking monthly butt fuck from you. And if you don't like what I just said, then go suck a greasy dick. So now I'm gonna complain about the conservatives. Y'all love them. We all love them, don't we? We love the people who wanna live their lives and have 50 fucking children.
Fine, sometimes for a lot of guys, finding a girl at all is hard.
I think that's just a you thing, bud. You don't want 30 kids and 50 wives? Oh, how dare you! How dare you! You're going to hell. God doesn't love you. In fact, we're just gonna have everyone become Christian. Otherwise, they're gonna be put in jail. Dude, sure, it is very dumb to run a government on a faith-based system, but we should do it, dude. But on a real note, I really hate how they can't make up their mind if America's great or terrible. They kind of remind me of Amish people in the way that they are super close-minded. I mean, feminists are close-minded too, but these people, they're like just as close-minded. And everyone's close-minded, and people can't just find a fucking middle ground. It's just embarrassing. Also, the fact that they stormed the Capitol because they stole the election from Orange Jeebus. It's really stupid. Like, no, Joe Biden didn't steal the election. He's not the motherfucking Grinch. Like, that's really stupid. I'm so sick of all these fucking conservatives and their fucking orange lord fucking playing victim. I mean, yeah, the leftists may play victim, but, like, it's pretty obvious when they're doing it. But these people, they're like 50% of America, and the fact that, like, around 50% of Americans are this dumb is honestly embarrassing, and honestly it makes me want to move to Canada. And I know there's gonna be one Trump-loving hillbilly in the comments who's gonna say, oh, well, in the UK, a comedian's being put on trial for a joke. Well, at that point, I'd probably prefer to be dead than have to deal with these hillbillies and these fucking crackers saying, oh, well, God loves America. For a political side that's largely evangelicals and fucking horny-ass Christians, they sure forget the fact that pride is definitely a sin. It's always funny, though, when you see a super religious evangelical or Mormon fucking freely fat because they're constantly saying, oh, you're lustful, oh, you're this, you're that, to, like, random people, like, walking up to some stripper in Las Vegas who's just trying to fucking, you know, pay their bills, and they're like, oh, you're a lustful piece of shit. Meanwhile, they forget that obesity, you know, gluttony is actually a sin, so therefore they're contradicting themselves. But it's also very funny how they ignore that, because a lot of evangelicals and super religious Mormons and shit, a lot of them are actually really fat, so they shouldn't be preaching this shit this hard when they look like fucking Humpty Dumpty. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some rest. Later, I'm gonna go outside, touch some fucking grass, hopefully not get canceled, but probably will, and hopefully not get shot by an angry Trump supporter who comes across this, because let's face it, a bunch of those people probably search up anti-fucking conservative shit just to fucking yell at them, because, oh, well, we need to support our fucking Orange Jesus. Now I'm gonna go get some sleep. Now go fuck off, you stupid piece of shit.